NBC7's Nightly Check-In is sponsored by Bill Howe Plumbing, Heating and Air, Flood and Restoration.
We know how.
For the first time since the La Mesa riots, the 59-year-old grandmother hit in the head with a police beanbag is publicly speaking out. Thanks for joining us for the Nightly Check-In. I'm Mark Mullen.
First and foremost, I need to just thank God for still being here.
Leslie Fourcron says she's very weak, but she wants to thank the trauma team that helped care for her at Sharp Memorial Hospital. She was in a medically induced coma, had surgery to close the wound on her forehead, and currently has no vision in her left eye. She was protesting on May 30th near La Mesa Police Headquarters when she was hit in the head with a beanbag by an officer. Her lawyer says they will be suing the department so Leslie can be compensated for what is expected to be a long road to recovery.
I'm a law-abiding citizen, and I never had came out here that night for this to be a part of my story.
The La Mesa Police Department says they are fully investigating the incident. The agency still has not released the name of the officer who shot the beanbag at Leslie. New reforms are coming to the San Diego Police Department. Mayor FAULCONER shared progress today in developing new de-escalation policies. This comes after a series of special advisory meetings with the community last week. Police are working to reduce the number of use of force incidents. The mayor plans to introduce the new policies next week. Now to the latest coronavirus numbers. 108 more local residents have been tested positive out of more than 3,800 tests. It's a 3% daily positive test rate. The total number of cases, 8,837 across the county. Health officials also reported 4 new deaths, bringing the total number to 305. As businesses slowly start to get back and running, there's still one on hold, causing a lot of stress for some owners. Jennifer Daffern owns Prestige Nails in Escondido. She had to immediately shut down in mid-March when the pandemic hit. Since then, she installed curtains to keep clients separated, plexiglass dividers, and has sanitized her business. However, the state still has not provided guidance on the opening of nail salons, which could be weeks away.
Whatever the guidelines out there that tell us to do, we do exactly what they tell us to do. The one thing I didn't understand, why hair salon able to open but not us.
For now, Jennifer is relying on donations from her clients to help her stay afloat. She's also been sewing face masks and delivering them to essential workers to keep herself occupied, she tells us. Well, as local schools try to decide what schools will look like next year, one elementary school district summer break just got twice as long.
What am I going to do for those additional 6 weeks?
What a long summer.
The Chula Vista Elementary School District announced class will resume a full 6 weeks after they were supposed to start from July 20th to August 31st. The district says the extra time will help them get safety equipment and protocols in place. The district typically operates a year-round schedule. In an email, they say they hope to return to a regular calendar schedule next summer. Well, another day in the 90s, so when does this cool down start? Dagmar joins us next, right after this quick break.
NBC7's Nightly Check-In is sponsored by Bill Howe Plumbing, Heating and Air, Flood and Restoration.
Call 1-800-BILL-HOWE. Bill Howe. We know how.
Bill Howe is open to provide customers with repairs and services. We have taken additional measures to keep our customers and technicians safe. We will continue to provide San Diego with trusted, exceptional service.
Because we know how.
So for today, we are looking at temperatures that will still be on the warm side. It won't be until about Saturday that we start to notice a nice little cool down. So the coast, once again, you'll be in the upper 70s and the low 80s. Inland valleys, again, upper 80s, low to mid 90s. Mountains, you're looking at about the low to the mid 80s. So you actually have a bit of a heat increase there, as do the deserts. And unfortunately, that puts you back into that 105 to 108 range. So we're looking at a bit of a heat increase in the mountains and the deserts. A slow decline in temperatures to the west of the mountains. So the coast, inland valleys, mountains, and deserts today for your Thursday, June 11th, you're still looking at mostly sunny skies and summer-like temperatures.
The San Diego Zoo and the Zoo Safari Park have announced they will reopen for the general public on June the 20th. And if you plan on going, it will look and feel a lot different. There are now signs about COVID guidelines at almost every turn, including wearing a mask at all times and always staying 6 feet apart. Both parks will be operating at about half capacity. Some other differences you'll see include limited dining and shopping, more hand washing stations, and one-way path barriers. Some tours, shows, and trams, we are told, will also be closed.
This is going to be an interesting time for, I think, every business, is that we know that we're not going to be operating at 100% capacity for a period of time. And so it's going to be an extended time before we can really see what's going to happen, but we're convinced that we can give our audiences a really comfortable and safe experience for this entire summer and onward into the future.
For those members who have season passes, your pass will be extended for an additional 3 months. Disneyland Resort in Anaheim has finally announced it could reopen to the public July 17th, pending government approval. Because of new social distancing guidelines, the park will operate at a limited capacity as well, and introduce a new theme park reservation system, which is still being worked out. Downtown Disney will reopen before the theme park on July the 9th. The surrounding Disney hotels, Paradise Pier Hotel and the Grand Californian, will reopen on July 23rd. That's going to do it for our nightly check-in. I'm Mark Mullen. Have a good night.